Your office can keep track of all the referring providers. You can actually enter those doctors into your database by going Master Files to Referring Providers. Now here I'm going to go ahead and start in the second field. I know in this screen I can go ahead and type in the doctor's name and it will automatically add the code for me. So I'll type in and hit the Tab key. If I don't enter it incorrectly, the name, I'll get a box outlined in red. When I hover over it, it'll actually give me a following format to type in the name correctly, which is last name, comma, first. I'll go back and I'll finish typing in correctly, no spaces. I hit the Tab key and then enter in the rest of the information. Now, as far as apartment and suites goes, you want to use the United States Postal Service abbreviations. Like for suite, it would be STE or apartment APT. Now, you're not going to use the pound sign in this. You could for these addresses, but when it comes to other fields like insurance carriers and entering in their addresses, McKesson will kick them out if their correct abbreviations aren't used. So I say use the correct abbreviations in all screens so we don't forget that. You can go to www.usps.com, United States Postal Service website, and then do abbreviation search, and then print out a list of all the abbreviation codes to use. And then type in the zip code. When you type in the zip code and you hit the Tab key, it'll automatically populate the other fields. If a zip code is tied to more than one city, when I hit the Tab key, it'll pull up those cities. Go ahead and double click and choose the correct city. And then down below you can go ahead and include this on the insurance, the provider's information, type in the name of the practice and what the doctor's specialty is, and also if there's a UPIN that you have available, a taxonomy number, or national payer identification number. The UPIN is the unique physical identification number directory, which is required for insurance claims. You don't want to leave this blank or claims will be denied. You can look up by going to www.upinregistry.com. In addition, McKesson may require, when billing, a taxonomy number here. And this number indicates what type of service the provider renders, whether it's physical therapy, an OBGYN, and for a list you can go to www.pc-edi.com/codes/codes.asp. And the NPI National Payer Identification Number will be used by HIPAA soon, so we'll leave that field blank. Over here you have the user fields, which is additional fields to be stored for the referring provider, and you have arrows where you can toggle through the referring providers in your system. But before we can actually use these fields, we'll want to go ahead and click Save. So Dr. Potter's in the system, and then to pull Potter up, we can go ahead and type in this first couple letters of his last name and hit the Tab key. If it doesn't pull up, click the ellipsis button, and you'll see the code that was automatically assigned to him, and go ahead and double click to populate all the information. Now that you have it saved and pulled up, you can then go ahead and use the User Fields button and type in additional fields that you'd like to use for this referring provider. The ID button is used to cross-reference this referring provider's ID with the insurance carrier. You can go ahead and click the IDs button and then click the ellipsis button for the carrier code, and if I want a Blue Cross, I'll type in the letter B and do a search. I'll find Blue Cross Blue Shield, double click on the appropriate one, and then go ahead and type in the provider ID for Blue Cross Blue Shield and click Save. It'll automatically add it as a line item below here. Carrier category is optional. If you want to categorize all the carriers like Blue Cross Blue Shield under one category, BCBS. When you're done, be sure to save your work and close out. And then be sure to click Save again to tie all the subscreens that we've made changes to into the main screen here. And if there are no changes to save, you're good to go and close out.